Have you ever wondered if we're truly alone in the universe? Could there be extraterrestrial civilizations out there waiting to make contact? To answer this, scientists have two primary tools at their disposal: powerful telescopes and a process of remote detection that looks for signs of non-human made technologies. These signs could be anything from strange electromagnetic signals to artificial lights, pollution, or even massive structures that defy our understanding of physics. But what if the answer is already closer to home than we think? What if we could look not just to the skies, but to the data being released by our own governments? This week, something very intriguing happened. The White House registered two new U.S. government domains, Alien.gov and Aliens.gov. Now, at first glance, these might sound like they belong in the realm of conspiracy theories, but they are very real. According to official records, these new domains are not related to immigration or any policy regarding Earth's borders. Instead, they tie directly to President's announcement a month ago. In that announcement, President Trump directed the Secretary of War and other government officials to begin the process of identifying and releasing any files related to extraterrestrial life, UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, UFOs, and other mysterious objects that could potentially hold answers to some of the most profound questions humanity has ever asked. In response, the Pentagon has already started working on this directive. The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, confirmed that the U.S. government has begun its efforts to sift through and disclose this information. It's clear that the interest around these domains is not just a passing curiosity, it's a sign that something big could be coming. The White House spokeswoman, Anna Kelly, even responded to questions from journalists by stating, "Stay tuned." She added an emoji to her message, a symbol of something extraterrestrial, hinting at the seriousness of what could come next. But here's where things get interesting. These new domains are not yet active, and there's no clear indication of when or what they will contain. So, what might we expect from these sites in the future? In an ideal scenario, we could be looking at high-resolution images or videos, clear evidence of objects whose dynamics, or even appearance, suggest they're not of human origin. Imagine the impact of footage showing UFOs or other unexplainable phenomena that are so compelling they can no longer be dismissed as hoaxes or misinterpretations. But there's also a possibility that these revelations won't be so clear-cut. In the worst case, we might only get inconclusive data, or worse, documents with key information blacked out or redacted. Such a release could set off a wave of conspiracy theories, but it would also leave us in the dark, unable to reach any definitive conclusions about what we're dealing with. The more disappointing possibility would not provide any breakthrough insights into new physics or offer a fresh perspective on our place in the universe. And yet, whether the government's disclosures are revolutionary or underwhelming, one thing is certain: we are on the cusp of a new chapter in our search for cosmic neighbors. As I dive deeper into the subject, I can't help but think about the role U.S. government sensors might play in all of this. These sensors are constantly monitoring Earth for national security purposes, but they also have the potential to detect rare objects, perhaps even signs of non-human made technology. If such a discovery were made, the government would likely keep the data classified, especially if the origin of the object remains unclear. As a scientist, I would love to be a part of this process, helping the government decode any potential signals from beyond our planet. But let's take a step back for a moment. The concept of UAPs, formerly dismissed as just another conspiracy theory, is gaining real credibility. Over the past few years, we've seen a dramatic shift in how the scientific community views these anomalies. Government sensors, with their unparalleled quality, are revealing strange phenomena that can no longer be ignored. This new focus on UAPs may very well be the key to a larger revelation, one that could change everything we think we know about science, space, and the very nature of our existence. In light of the growing evidence, it's important to keep a few things in mind as we explore the mysterious world of UAPs. As Nobel laureate physicist Richard Feynman once said, "The problem is that people are educated just enough to believe what they've been taught, but not educated enough to question anything from what they have been taught." This mindset has historically been a barrier to open-minded scientific inquiry. For years, UAPs were dismissed as the work of conspiracy theorists or simply as misidentifications of natural phenomena. But with modern technology and advancements in sensor technology, we are now faced with anomalies that can no longer be easily explained away. One such initiative that's actively pushing the boundaries of this research is the Galileo project, which I have the honor of leading. Our project, which involves a network of 3 observatories, is dedicated to searching for UAPs through the collection of unbiased scientific data. We are monitoring thousands of objects in the sky every day, scanning for any anomaly that could suggest non-human-made objects. The key here is to approach this research with skepticism, not to jump to conclusions based on preconceived notions, but to allow the data to speak for itself. As a member of the Galileo research team, I've made it clear to everyone involved we are in this for the long haul. If any team member, whether in the middle of the night or in the middle of nowhere, discovers an object that unequivocally points to a UAP, they know they can contact me immediately. This isn't about personal glory or sensational headlines. It's about finding the truth. It's about taking a scientific approach to a question that has baffled humanity for millennia. Are we alone in the universe? But as we delve into the world of UAPs, we must also acknowledge the challenges that come with such groundbreaking research. In order to properly assess these anomalies, it's essential that we gather data from the best possible sources. Government sensors and military-grade equipment are some of the most advanced tools available for monitoring the skies. However, any data collected from these sources can be tricky to interpret, especially if the objects involved are unlike anything we've seen before. That's why the collaboration between civilian scientists, government agencies, and military personnel is so crucial. It's not just about discovering new technologies, it's about understanding the broader implications of such discoveries. Imagine a world where we can finally prove the existence of extraterrestrial intelligence or uncover the technology that powers these mysterious objects. It could reshape not only our understanding of space, but also our place within it. Yet, with all the advancements, we still find ourselves fighting against a history of misinformation. Some skeptics will continue to dismiss these findings, while others may cling to outdated conspiracy theories. The challenge is to separate fact from fiction, to look at the evidence without bias, and to embrace the possibility that we are on the brink of the most important discovery of all time. Let's not forget that our journey into the unknown is not without its dangers. The study of UAPs isn't just an academic pursuit. It has real-world consequences. The more we learn about these phenomena, the more we realize their potential impact on aviation safety, national security, and even the future of humanity. If UAPs are indeed real and represent advanced, non-human technology, their behavior could pose significant risks to our own aircraft, satellites, and defense systems. This is why it's critical that we continue to monitor and investigate these objects carefully, and why it's essential for the government to take these discoveries seriously. In fact, one of the primary motivations for the US government's involvement in this research is national security. The Pentagon's decision to investigate UAPs is not just a scientific endeavor. It's a matter of safeguarding the future. If extraterrestrial technology exists and is operating in our skies, we need to understand how it works and what it means for our own technological and military capabilities. Will it redefine what we know about physics? Could it lead to new energy sources or advanced propulsion systems? The potential benefits of studying these phenomena are immense, but so are the potential threats. Furthermore, we must also consider the social and philosophical implications of these discoveries. What happens to society when we confirm that we are not alone in the universe? How will people react when it becomes clear that there is intelligent life beyond Earth? And what are the long-term consequences for religion, politics, and culture? The ramifications of such a discovery would be profound, changing the very foundation of human thought and possibly altering the course of history forever. However, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's remember that the study of UAPs is still in its early stages. The data we have so far is far from conclusive. Even though we've seen glimpses of phenomena that defy our current understanding, we're still far from a full explanation. But the journey itself is invaluable, and each piece of new data brings us closer to answering the ultimate question: what are these objects and who or what created them? At this point, it's clear that UAPs are not just a passing fad or a fringe topic. They're becoming a legitimate area of study, one that deserves the attention of the scientific community, the government, and the public. As we continue to collect data and analyze the results, we may find ourselves on the cusp of a discovery that will change everything we know about the universe. As we look ahead, there is still much work to be done. The research conducted by the Galileo Project and others will play a key role in shaping the future of UAP studies. Our observatories are constantly scanning the sky, seeking out anomalies that could offer new insights into the mysteries of space. The work being done today may lay the foundation for future generations of scientists who will build on our discoveries to unravel the true nature of UAPs. But let's not lose sight of the bigger picture. The search for extraterrestrial life is not just about finding other civilizations. It's about understanding the universe itself. Every discovery we make brings us closer to a deeper understanding of the cosmos, of the forces that shape our existence, and of the potential for life beyond our planet. Whether we find alien life or not, the journey itself is an essential part of our scientific and philosophical evolution. The question of whether we have cosmic neighbors is one that will continue to captivate us for years to come. The answers we seek may be hidden in plain sight, or they may require years of exploration and study to uncover. But one thing is certain, we are living in an exciting time, one where the boundaries of science and knowledge are being pushed further than ever before. As we continue to explore the unknown, we must remain open to the possibility that we are not alone in the universe, and that our understanding of reality may be far from complete. If you're as fascinated by these mysteries as I am, I encourage you to keep following the research, stay informed, and be part of the conversation. Together, we can unlock the secrets of the universe and perhaps discover that the truth is far stranger than we ever imagined. So stay tuned, because the story of extraterrestrial life, UAPs, and cosmic discoveries is just beginning. And I'll be here to share every step of the journey with you.